Do some foods act like addictive drugs in our brain? Tips for Turkey Day, and can probiotics make us happy? For today, November 16, 2011, this is Food News Today. Good morning. We're now streaming both on our Supermarket Guru Facebook fan page and on foodnewstoday.com. If you have any thoughts or comments on today's show, I hope you'll tweet me at Phil Lempert or send me a note on Facebook. We also will have a live chat immediately following today's broadcast. Food News Today is sponsored by ConAgra Foods, who shares with me the desire to provide the most current, interesting, and unbiased food news. Hey, did you know that today's National Fast Food Day? Well, maybe, just maybe, you have an excuse to eat fast food today, but not too much. Fast Food Day, who thought up that one anyway? Today in 1620, the first corn was thought to be discovered by European settlers while exploring the area near Provincetown, Massachusetts. They subsequently named the spot, what else? Corn Hill. Do you have any fun food fact that you'd like to share? Let me know. And if we use it, I'll send you a Supermarket Guru tote bag and a copy of my public television special, Food Sense, on DVD. For more interesting and fun food tidbits, just check out foodreference.com. And I know you've all been waiting to hear who the winner of our Halloween contest is for this year. We had a lot of great entries, but the winner is Courtney Ham Henry for her daughter Carrington's cupcake costume. Carrington begged Mom to be a cupcake, but take a look. She doesn't really seem to be too happy carrying around all that frosting. Carrington just won an iPad 2 and a Supermarket Guru tote bag. You'd better start thinking of your food-related Halloween costume for next year. It's only, after all, 349 days away. Or maybe, let's see, maybe we'll have a Valentine's Day costume contest? Well, let's see. From Halloween to Thanksgiving, we go year-round. Outdoor cooking is on the rise, and it even applies to the Thanksgiving meal. According to the Hearth, Patio, and Barbecue Association 2011 State of the Barbecue Industry Report, 15% of us are cooking part of our Thanksgiving meal outside. The National Turkey Federation estimates that 46 million turkeys will be cooked this holiday season and has some tips for outdoor cooking, preparation, and safety. Purchase a whole turkey according to the weight recommendations in your grill, smoker, or fryer's manual. Thaw the turkey completely and pat it dry. Cook the bird unstuffed. Brine the turkey for increased flavor and moisture. Now, outdoor cooking times do depend on many factors. The size and shape of the turkey, of course, the distance from the heat, and the outside air temperature. Be sure to allow more time on cold or windy days and at high altitudes, and allow less time if you're in the south or have an unseasonably warm day this year. Measure the internal temperature of the bird with a food thermometer. The temperature should be 170 degrees Fahrenheit in the breast and 180 degrees in the thigh. Now, Thanksgiving is still one of my favorite food holidays, so you know what I'm going to do. Gobble, gobble. Are you starting to become anxious about all the holidays this year, not just about Thanksgiving? Well, this feeling could have more to do with the bacteria in your gut than the actual holiday season. A recent study from the University College Cork in Ireland found that good digestive health may help to regulate and reduce stress in our brains. The study observed potential probiotics effect on the brain function of mice and found that the presence of certain bacteria in their gut altered behaviors relevant to anxiety, depression, and stress. There's increasing evidence revolving around what is now being called the microbiome gut-brain axis, suggesting an interaction between the intestinal microflora, which is the good bacteria, and the central nervous system. Researchers found that after a few weeks of being on this diet, the mice were more relaxed than their placebo-treated counterparts. Some of the reactions were so robust that they mimicked the reaction one could receive from an acute injection of Valium. Just picture this: mice on Valium, or eating yogurt. Have you heard the rumors regarding the addictive nature of processed foods and sugary drinks? Well, it's based on hard science in actuality. In fact, in the past year, around 28 scientific studies and papers have focused on food addiction, and the results are shocking researchers. The bulk of the research conducted at leading universities and government laboratories on the topic suggests that processed foods and sugary drinks aren't simply unhealthy, but are seriously addictive. Some studies have shown strong similarities with the way in which the brain reacts to drug addictions, including cocaine. In a comment to Bloomberg.com, Nora Volko, the director of the National Institute on Drug Abuse, said, and I quote, "The data is so overwhelming, the field has to accept it. We're finding tremendous overlap between drugs in the brain and food in the brain." Researchers are beginning to believe that consuming large quantities of processed foods may be changing the wiring in our brains as well. Controlled lab studies have found that they produce addictive behavior in animals. David Ludwig, the professor at both Harvard Medical School and the Harvard School of Public Health, explains that highly processed foods may cause rapid spikes and declines in blood sugar, increasing cravings and alternating feelings of sluggishness and pleasure. Education, diets, and drugs to treat obesity have proven largely ineffective, and this new science may actually explain why. Unless Americans switch to a more balanced and healthier diet, it's highly unlikely we'll be able to break the cycle and reverse the obesity crisis anytime soon. I've received a lot of email from our listeners and our readers asking for shopping tips for this upcoming Thanksgiving. So here they are. First up, make sure you shop early. If you know what non-perishable foods you need, buy them now and look for coupons and sales. And if you don't know yet, start getting your recipes together so you do know. Check the freezer aisles for produce. Sometimes you can find the same products, fresh or frozen, for way cheaper, and probably at this time of the year, much fresher in the freezer aisle. Those products, don't forget, are frozen at the peak of freshness, so the flavor's better, the taste is better, and guess what else? There's more nutrients in there. And always remember to look for items that have no added sodium or sugars or sauces in those frozen products. Now, don't forget, the biggest challenge that we're all going to have this year is the price of turkey. So far, it looks like they're up 22%. So make sure you shop around at alternative retailers to get the best price on the bird. To join our discussion and more, just check out Supermarket Guru on Facebook. That's our show. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tweet me at Phil Lempert or visit our Supermarket Guru Facebook page often and post your comments on any of today's segments. You can also send me an email directly, phil@supermarketguru.com. Here's to a terrific food week and great shopping ahead.